Hello once more, lovely language learners. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's Mork Sensei. In my last video, I talked about intensive listening. So naturally, in this video, I'm going to cover extensive listening. If you watched my video about extensive reading, I'll link to that below, you can probably guess what extensive listening is. There are a lot of similarities. In any case, listen up and I'll tell you about extensive listening. Okay, so in extensive listening, you basically listen a lot, listen often, and listen at an easy level to audio content in English or whatever language you're learning. And it's got to be something that you find interesting. The material you listen to should be easy enough so that you don't need to stop and listen again. The focus in extensive listening is not form. The goal is not to understand each and every part of a given audio or video recording or analyzing what you hear for specific learning points. Rather, your objective is to get a broad understanding of what you hear and to simply enjoy what you're listening to. In doing this, you'll also acquire or learn some English language knowledge and ability over time. In this type of listening, the focus is meaning, not language. Researchers in this type of listening for foreign language learning say that most listening materials used for extensive listening should be easy for you to understand. There might be one or two difficult words or phrases you'll hear, but these challenges should not be enough for you to give up or want to stop listening. If you are selecting materials by yourself, start with materials you think are maybe too easy. Many learners practice listening to audio that is too difficult. This is not a terrible mistake, but if the material is a little too difficult, then you're no longer practicing extensive listening. Instead, you're doing intensive listening. Researchers van der Grift and Go have also identified 3 other important ideas about extensive reading. These are variety, frequency, and repetition. To get variety in your extensive listening, you should listen to a wide variety of authentic or real recordings on many different themes and topics. For example, you can listen to narratives and recounts or stories, information, reports, recordings on how to do something, explanations, descriptions, argumentative content, interviews, and of course, conversations or dialogues between people. This will allow you to get used to the structure of different types of audio recordings and expose you to vocabulary used in a variety of contexts. Van der Grift and Go also say that you should do extensive listening work frequently and regularly in periods of time that you feel you are able to keep doing. Of course, this will depend on your situation and how much time you can dedicate to listening practice. It could be daily or weekly. Finally, Van der Grift and Go say that you need to listen to audio and video recordings more than one time. Repetition is valuable because it will help you get familiar with the content, structure, and vocabulary you hear in the audio or video recordings. Each time you listen, your cognitive load, or your brain stress, will be reduced because you have learned some part of the recording. When you then listen again, your brain doesn't have to work as hard, so you're better able to learn other information in the recording. The more you repeat, the more your listening processes will become automatic over time. This is a key to becoming an effective listener in any language. Like extensive reading, Extensive listening takes a lot of time, so you'll probably be doing most of your extensive listening outside of class time. But don't wait for your teacher to encourage you to do it. If you are serious about improving your listening skills, you have to put in the time. Extensive reading and extensive listening are things that you can do more easily by yourself without your teacher. So do them. If you need help making a plan or finding material, talk with your teacher or more advanced learners. And speaking of listening materials, my next video is all about free online resources for listening practice. So stay tuned for that. Okay, let's summarize. Extensive listening audio or video should be longer, but somewhat easy for you to understand. The goal in extensive listening is about understanding the main idea or ideas and not about learning new language in English. Extensive listening takes a lot of your time outside of class, but you shouldn't need to concentrate hard. You should be able to listen for long periods of time. Since you'll be doing a lot of listening, it's very important that what you listen to is very interesting to you. Extensive and intensive forms of reading and listening are all important to your development as an English language learner. Listening is one of the most difficult tasks for language learners, but with exposure to different types of materials and listening focus, you can do it. Okay, that's it for this video. I guess I'll stop here and see you soon. Don't forget to like this video and do subscribe, and we'll see you later. Work Sensei, signing out. Mwah.